Hello, this is my mm, 2002 BTX Honda BTX 1800. I'm doing some modification to the back. That's why it looks like that. I mean, instead of is in the process of getting a little bit of a more refined, I guess. Well, if you have this bike, you know how the struggle with the clutch. I mean, I've been through hell with this thing here, cause every time I'm cruising, I hit fourth gear or fifth gear, and I push on the throttle, and then the throttle it doesn't feel right when you give the gas. It does. It sounds like it's skipping the slipping. I'm sorry, slipping. The clutch is slipping, and I hate that. And I did try a new oil. I replaced the oil. I changed the the clutch so many times. Like, look at this. That's like four. Like I got like four set of clutch here. The clutch that I replaced on this bike, and nothing seems to work. They say, oh, change the oil. The oil is the problem. Put the top of the line oil. I spent almost $100 on oil change on a motorcycle. You crazy? Are you kidding me? On a motorcycle, $100? No way. So after struggling and all that, I I started looking at this. This clutch that this bike they all have this six of this six springs. They put pressure on the clutch so you can have you can move the bike. So what it is this thing here, this type of metal here. If you shrink it and you heat it up and you keep it shrink and you let it cool down, being like that, that side, it will stay like that. That's the good thing about this type of metal. The same way, if you span the sprint and you make it longer, it will stay like that when it cools down. So what I did, I I show you right now what a cheap solution to my clutch problem I came up with. So this is what I did. I got my old bicycles here. I put a clamp over here, clamp over there. I span the spring. See, this is the stock spring right here, the one in my hand, and this is another stock spring that I'm trying to make it a little bit longer than the one. So if you can tell, the stock one is short now because I'm pulling out. I'm pulling using my vise. I'm opening the vise so it makes the spring larger. So what it does is it creates more pressure when I put it back on the bike. And the trick is to keep it like that. You have to heat it up. So I use my $4 Home Depot, Walmart, whatever you have on around you that you can buy one of these. You heat it up. You heat this up to where it gets really, really hot. I mean, you have to make it look. Sometimes you have to get it to the to the how they call that red. Not red. Now you don't want to over heat it, but you'll see it when it gets really hot. It starts smoking, and then you let it cool down. It cools down like in about maybe 5 minutes. It cools down, and then you let it be for a second, and you take them off, put the other one in, and do the same thing with all of them. So you heat it up like this. You might change color on you like that. That's fine. I mean, it's already an old sprint, so don't worry about it. You heat it up, and then you let it cool down. Alright, so after it cools down, you come and compare the size of it, and you don't really need that much. Like I said, you only need like maybe a quarter of an inch longer than what it is. The stock. This is the stock. This is your stock Sprint, and this is the one that came in the same bunch. I just span this one a little bit and put it a little bit longer, so it creates more pressure on your clutch. And trust me, your bike is gonna run like like it has a brand new clutch. I'm telling you, because my bike is like 40 something thousand miles, and I was just getting tired of dealing with the clutch. I was about to change my bike. I said, I cannot deal with this bike anymore. It doesn't run right. No, no, no. I don't like that. So with this solution, you do that. It's just a little bit of ingenuity. You use that. A bice costs you nothing. I mean, this one is not even attached to anything. But when you're dealing with the heat, I mean, don't use it near flammable containers, nothing, because you can drop the damn thing and create a fire for you. And be careful with this thing. When they come out of the vise, they are super hot, but they will stay like that. And if you want more pressure, you can even spend it more. But remember, sometimes because I did it and I put too much pressure on mine, and my gear was just hard to shift. It was hard to shift, I end up taking it apart again and shrink it. I have to use the same method to shrink it using my vise. I just press put pressure on them, and they went back to the same level than they were before. Not the same, but less, because I put too much pressure. But I hope this video helped you with that clutch problem and the Honda VTX 1800, or any other bike that might have the same problem. It might work for that too. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and give me your comments and let me know if it works for you. Thank you very much.